Hey, hey now, allow me to reintroduce myself because a lot of people think that because I don't solicit viewers or and which is all about to change in a minute, um, and that I, ran a lot about white supremacy. They are confused about who I am and why I do what I do. First of all, let me just state this: I'm a professional vocalist, singer by trade, musician, studio, uh, and a former professional recording artist. I spent a considerable amount of time in the music business. In fact, I still work as a freelance independent studio musician. So from time to time, I still pour out my talents to uh, high end, let me say this, professional, established recording artists. Okay? I'm not talking about Pookie and them. Now, with that being said, I'm not gonna name names. I don't have to even really do that. You can Google me and you can do the history, and then pretty much you can figure it out for yourself. But what has superseded my passion? It always was a passion because I'm not new to this. I've been true to this all my life. But what has superseded my passion for singing to a point where I thought that me speaking about some of the challenges that we face as not just poor people, but black people and specifically, began to rain on me and drain on me when I got arrested and put in jail for helping um, a friend of mine's nephew who was running for alderman. And because of that, I realized that the young man was very outspoken and says a lot of things that make white people cringe. And so, with that being said, I knew he was a target. And of course, I had no problem standing with people that are targets if they are target for truth. And the things that the young man was saying, although I thought he was a little raw around the edges, like we all are, uh, until someone kind of, maybe dusts us off a little bit, I thought that he had the compassion and the drive and the love that anybody would want to see in a leader. Maybe not a politician, because some people are just equipped to be better leaders than politicians. But nevertheless, I supported him. And through that support of this individual and the hatred that was um, generated for him and his father, I got caught up in a sting of madness, sentenced to jail, well, placed in jail. I wasn't sentenced. I wasn't convicted. So let me rephrase that. I was placed in jail for a couple weeks and really began to see the beast from another position. I began to see the beast uh, from a position that I had never seen him before. My father had been in jail, of course. My uncles in their fight for liberation, and I thought that if I kept, you know, thinking that there is a solution to the madness, and that solution is not confronting white people, but to continue to wait for them to have some epiphany to treat us the way they want to be treated. And then I realized through that experience that they're out to kill us. And anybody that they feel that is in any kind of position that will stop us from being liberated or that will stop us from being educated about any situation that we're in, they must be destroyed. If there is anybody that they feel that is a threat to the unity, I mean, to unity of uh, uh, is a threat, in fact, in bringing unity together. That's what I'm trying to say. Anybody that has those qualifications, those credentials inside of them, they must be snuffed. It's an extension of COINTELPRO, where if you feel a messiah or a person that can galvanize and mobilize the young people as well as the old, then you have to do something to break that phenomenon. Now, it doesn't help when the person or the people that you are putting your trust in, um, get caught up in ego, because we all have it. But when you put yourself in a position of leadership, and when you know that they're gunning for you and the truth that you tell, then sometimes we have to understand that they're gonna come for us. So we really, really have to keep certain things to a minimum. Now, it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes you're gonna get it anyway. Well, they succeeded in putting the young man in jail for 7 years, and they really tried to snuff out his light. I haven't really had a chance to talk with him individually, one on one, just in passing. But I know that the goal of white supremacy COINTELPRO is to break the spirit of the man. And I haven't investigated to this point yet, because I don't want to see if the spirit is broken. I hope it's not. I just know that there's certain parameters that the individual must work in. But I don't want to see if his spirit is broken. I don't think I can handle that right now. I think that them putting me in jail was just somebody that got caught in a net, and then they were hoping that I was a singing bird, and that I was going to be able to implement other people that they felt were a threat to um, their power in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, with that being said, um, he he meaning the politician took full responsibility. He had no choice. He did his 7 years, and now he's out um, doing something that is very empowering for the people, because we can't have soldiers that are weak in spirit and body. And right now, we have a lot of black folks who are just emotionally depleted and dead in their bodies. So I, for one, am about to join the campaign of getting my body together so I can continue to fight this beast. And as we get older, the physical part of it is not something that you know we're gonna do or we look forward to doing. I just know that black people have to wake up. This is something that this is nothing. I'm not saying anything that no scholar, no layman, anybody who has had any kind of love for black people hasn't said in the last 100 years. The thing about it is we are so fearful and afraid, and at this point suffering from a lot of psychological damages, where we don't really have a lot of fighting in to deal with this beast. We much rather assimilate. Well, I for one don't want to. I want to continue to be me. I don't think I need to have to assimilate to how they perceive us and me to be in order for me to feel like a whole human being. And I think collectively, unless black people are winning and can take care of themselves, can build schools, can educate ourselves and not depend on the oppressor or our slave master to educate us, if we're not in a mode of doing anything like that, then I don't want any parts of it. But if somebody is doing that, then that's what I want to dedicate myself to, because I see now that I'm on the receiving end for the clan that's paid for extinction. Black people are a permanent underclass. They are marked and paying for extinction. Um, a lot of us have put ourselves in positions that mentally that we need to get out of. We need to make ourselves stronger, and whatever it takes, that's where the fight begins. So, to give you a brief history, and I'm going to continue to share a little bit more of myself as I do these little rants, as I say. I'm also going to be bringing friends in um, to kind of elaborate with some of the commentary, and also, to throw a different opinion in. Whichever way we decide to go, I hope you stay tuned, because we're going to be coming to you a little bit more frequently, and a little bit more regularly, and a little bit more vigorously. Okay? Thank you for listening. I'm glad you're out there. Have a great day. Hotep.